Hey everyone! So today I wanted to show you how to make the main character from inFamous Second Son for PlayStation 4. This is Delsin Rowe. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I went ahead and printed out some pictures of him for color reference and stuff. And I'm going to try to make that pose, except I'm not gonna copy the fire stuff. Okay, so here's the colors you will need. Of course, you will need some flesh color, since it's a human, more or less. Then this dark red or purple stuff for his cappy. This is the color for his clothes. So shades of blue, and then this is for his jacket. The camera doesn't pick it up really, but it's not mixed completely. And then this dark color, it's not black. Yeah, you're gonna see a comparison with black later. Then you're also going to need some acrylic paint in white, and also in black, and in silver, and in red, and in blue. Mine are really cheap ones, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on acrylic paints. And of course, you're going to need a head pin of some sort or an eye screw. You know me, I like using head pins because they're more secure. There it is. You can put it through the whole chibi, and that way it will hold the body and the head together. Okay, so let's get started. So start up with the head, and although this is a very small chibi, try to hold the head at the sides and then use one of your tools to make an indent for the forehead, and then down the sides a little bit to sculpt a nose. And I decided to make this particular chibi more realistic. I wouldn't call it a realistic chibi, but more realistic than usual, by elongating the face a little bit and actually shaping a nose and some sort of lips, and yeah, you'll see in a second. So I tried to stick to the original more than I usually do. And this is a very small chibi, so usually the heads I make, because I always started with the heads, are as large as my thumbnail, but this one is as large as my index fingernail, so it's a lot smaller than usual. Then use a ball tool after having pierced the head and indent the eyes. You don't have to make it as realistic as I did. It's enough to just like make holes for the eyes and like then bake the head. While the head is baking, get out the clothes colors. So I already went ahead and made a teardrop shape for the body. And now I'm cutting off the legs. And now you can see that the shoes are black and the pants are a dark gray. So put the shoe ball and the leg ball on top of each other, press, roll out, until the two colors are bonded. And then pinch the shoe. This is like one of my favorite parts when making chibis because they're just so cute, the shoes. Anyways, cut the legs at an angle so you can easily attach them to the hips. And then I decided to take some more of the pants color and roll out a thin sheet to cover up his bottom. Just make it look really neat and smooth everything out. You see I used a toothpick for that. Then get out the jacket color and roll it out, I don't know, maybe a setting 3 on your pasta machine. I'm just doing it with my tools here. Cut the sides straight and then wrap it around the body. Make sure to leave an opening at the front so you can see the shirt, then pinch the sides and cut off the excess. Next, just smooth everything out. Make it look neat. And to like make it look like a jacket, I tried to lift the sides off a little bit. Yeah, then poke a hole through. Remember, twist and push at the same time so you don't distort the chibi. I'm trying to keep his legs apart. And then use a toothbrush to texture the jacket, because it's a jeans jacket, and yeah, that was my idea. Then I'm using some white chalk pastels to give it a used look. You can't actually tell on camera, but it is a little dusty, sort of. Okay, then cut out arms that are too short and get out some more flesh color. Roll balls and then use the same technique as we used for the legs to make the arms. Push them together, roll them out, push them together until the colors are bonded. Then roll them out to your desired thickness and length. Cut off at an angle. Mine were too short, so I had to roll them out again. And attach them however you like. I decided to actually give him a pose, so I took off one of the arms again. And I also sculpted his legs in a different manner. I tried to make the pose from the picture that I showed you at the beginning. It looks like he's running, not like he's attacking, but it's still a pose, so whatever. And I'm even giving him hands or something like that. So yeah, that's that for the body. So let's continue with the head. Get out some caramel color for the hair. You can skip this step because you can't actually see his hair very good, but I decided to give him some strands, so I'm covering the whole head in the hair color and cleaning off the edges. Then roll out a thin sheet of the reddish color and wrap that around, making sure that the hair color is still visible. Pinch the sides and then cut off any excess. And again, smooth everything out and make it look neat. Slide your needle tool back in and texture the hair. And then you can use a toothbrush again to give the hat some texture because it's a knitted head. Okay, then apply some liquid fimo to the body. And then slide the two pieces together on a head pin. Go ahead and bake this. And when your chibi has cooled, you can get out your acrylic paints and a dotting tool and start coloring in all the little spaces. So I usually start with the eyes because it takes a lot of time for the white to dry. Then I'm taking a very thin permanent marker. Hold on a sec. There it is. So it's an edding and it's a 0.1 millimeter edding, like waterproof pen. And then I'm giving him some eyelashes, kind of. I don't know how you call that, what I'm doing. You can also use black acrylic paint for that, but I like using this pen because I find it gives me more control of the lines, of course, so I'm using that. Then draw on the eyebrows. Again, you can use acrylic paint for that also, and I'm giving him kind of an angry face. At least I'm trying to. Then, very unusual, I'm also coloring in the nose and the lips. You can skip that step depending on how realistic you want your chibi to be. And when the white paint is dry, you can go ahead and make the pupils using a dotting tool and black acrylic paint. You can also use the permanent marker from before, but I'm really impatient. So I'm drawing on black acrylic paint on the not yet dry white paint. Okay, so next I'm going to try to make his little tattoo. I have no idea what the actual pattern looks like, so I just drew random lines. Swirly, swirly. It looks like a woman's tattoo, but whatever. Next up is the chain. I did not find chain that was like small enough to fit this chibi, so I had to use silver acrylic paint, which is sad because I like to keep it as original as possible. But yeah, so I'm starting off with the original silver paint and just dotting it on, and then I'm mixing in some black into the silver to give it a more antique silvery look, and then I paint on some dots of that. Then let this cute little guy dry. And then you can turn to the back. Now you can decide whether you want it to be a good character or a bad character. I chose to go with the bad one just because his jacket is black and I didn't want to paint a white spot on his back. So it doesn't really look like birds what I'm drawing, but oh well, just bear with me. You're probably better at drawing than I am, or painting, so yeah. If you can't like keep an opening that's shaped like a star, just draw the birds completely, and after they have dried you can just color in a black star. That would have been much easier, but that idea came to me too late, so I'm doing it this way. I'm a Scorpio, and Scorpios tend to do things more complicated than others, so yeah, whatever. Okay, so then you can paint on some more details. He has random patterns on his jacket. I did not copy the jacket, I just like went crazy with all the colors. He does have a red shirt under his like bluish shirt, that's why I'm coloring in some red. I'm giving his eyes and the little buttons some reflection. Yeah, just make him look pretty, you know. Also the soles of his shoes, I think they're all-stars. They are white, so that's what I'm coloring those also. And yeah, then just let it dry. Then bend over the head pin, cut it to about 1 centimeter length, and curl it up using your pliers. And then you're all done. Okay, so now that we're at the end of this tutorial, please bear in mind that this took me about 2 to 3 hours to make. Although this video is rather short, just remember that it takes a long time to make a chibi. So yeah, anyways, I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please let me know by commenting and subscribing and hitting the like button, and see you next time. Bye!